There's a business we invest in that's based in New Zealand, and it's called Mainfreight, and it's a $5 billion company that doesn't get a lot of publicity. I mean, a lot of investors over here invest in both Australia and New Zealand, like we do, but it doesn't get a lot of focus. And this is a business that's generated 15% compound EPS growth over the last 10 years. It's a global business, so it has a long, big markets with a long runway for growth, and a very unique culture whereby each branch or location is accountable and benefits from profit share at that branch level, which drives a strong incentive to perform and deliver profit growth, and has delivered over the long period of time. So that's a business that we own, and they updated their earnings recently for the first half for the 6 months ending September, so through that COVID period. And they've delivered earnings growth through that 6 months of 23%. So again, very, very strong business with a long runway for growth to go as well. It's a freight forwarding business. So, think about forwarding freight they have trucks around on the streets. You might see the blue trucks labelled Mainfreight. They also have air and shipping freight as well. So a logistics type business. I think that culture is a key part. I think culture is often underestimated in the way we analyse businesses, probably because it's very hard to get your hands around and really understand and differentiate between businesses in terms of culture. But it is a key driver of that business, and it also operates in the less than container load. So it tends to operate in the smaller space rather than the bigger ones. So think rather than Pepsi, rather than Coke, they'll service Pepsi, the smaller operator, which tends to be smaller, more higher margin volumes for that business rather than the leader in the industry. And again, it's a business that there's something called Metcalfe's law. So as you increase your number of networks, say you have two locations, the number of movements between those are two, from A to B and B to A. If you move it to 3 locations, it's actually 6 different permutations. By going from 2 to 3, you've only increased your locations by 50%, but your revenue opportunity has increased by 6. It's a business that's not as shining and as exciting as many other businesses. So often you find in markets, particularly in small caps, it's the new shiny area that gets a lot of attention and focus. And the ones that just stable and build earnings and value over time often go under the radar and are overlooked. And there's actually a human psyche to that. We tend to be attracted to the ones that can provide really exciting and big returns, whereas we underestimate the return and the investment potential from businesses that just are slow growers. So I think there's an element of that to its underestimation.